Hello, kindred spirits. Welcome to the Magical Mystical Divinations podcast. I'm your host, Southern Mystic Tama P, creator of mysticdivinations.com. That's mystic with a K, by the way. I invite you into my sacred space located in the heart of East Tennessee, where I will discuss inner magic, mystical insight, astrology, and most importantly, how to use divination to enhance your daily life. Grab your favorite drink and hang out with me for a spell as we connect on a higher level. In Season 2, we are talking about adding magic to our lives, incorporating simple ways to enhance our daily rituals or practices with select tools and magical thinking, so that we can view things from a more positive viewpoint. In this season, we have talked about the most common types of magic in Episode 1 of Season 2. We've also discussed good magic versus bad magic and how to avoid accidentally welcoming bad energy. I divided each episode into specific themes, such as Episode 3, which was Earth Magic, which we all have access to Earth's wonderful elements and raw power. How you use the elements and the power is what matters. And I devoted an entire episode to candle magic because we use candles a lot in celebratory ways as well as to honor holidays or honor our loved ones who have passed on. And the previous episode, which was Episode 5, was all about sex magic. By utilizing the energy from sexual arousal to channel and release that energy to enhance your self-awareness and enhance your sexual experiences with a chosen partner. We also learned how to use sexual energy for manifesting things we desire in life. So, in this episode, we are discussing sound magic, which is essentially using sound as a tool to access and manipulate spiritual energy. You may wonder how sound can be used for magical purposes. I can almost guarantee that you are already using sound to affect your moods. And when we change our mood, we can change the outcome of certain situations, because our plan of action corresponds with our way of thinking. The spiritual significance of sound is connecting to spirit and source. Think of it as an avenue to the higher energies of what many of us call spirit or the divine or God. Even though you already know how to connect to spirit, the right sounds and music can enhance that connection and make it even stronger, which brings you closer to your source. In spirituality, sound magic refers to the belief that specific sounds can have a powerful spiritual effect by influencing the mind, body, and spirit through vibrational energy, allowing for connecting to higher realms, healing, or manifestation of desired outcomes. Sound magic often takes the form of chants, mantras, musical vibrations. As with all forms of magic, the effectiveness is tied to the practitioner's intention and focus while creating or experiencing the sound. Since sound vibrations are thought to be able to alter states of consciousness and even induce meditative states, it is a wonderful addition to your spiritual practices. For instance, I love meditation, and using sound while meditating can help you relax and focus your mind by synchronizing brain waves and guiding you into a meditative state. Furthermore, sound can help you reduce stress and anxiety. It can help improve your sleep and increase your sense of well-being. I think we all know this, but are we using sound magically? Are we manipulating sound in a way that gives us control, empowers us to make direct and deliberate changes in our lives? Because we can do that by adding sound to our magical practices. Let's start with mantras. This is a spiritual tradition which utilizes sacred syllables or phrases believed to carry potent vibrational energy when chanted correctly. The history of mantras can be traced back thousands of years. In ancient texts, mantras were sacred incantations used to influence or control the gods. They have since blended with art and science and are used for worship and reverence in today's traditions. In Tibetan Buddhism, mantras are believed to purify negative karma, protect us from harm, and accelerate spiritual progress. You may work somewhere that uses slogans or catchphrases to incorporate an idea or to cause or create inclusion amongst the team. That slogan or watchword is essentially a mantra. Affirmations are essentially mantras. Mantras are short words or phrases that are repeated to help focus the mind. Om is the most basic mantra and is a seed syllable that represents the original sound and vibrations of the universe. It is believed to encompass all other sounds within it. Om is considered an eternal or unlimited sound. There are some who believe that women should avoid chanting Om since it represents an intense masculine energy which may overwhelm their feminine, intuitive nature. But I use Om, and I don't feel that there is a spiritual restriction preventing women from chanting Om. It is a universal symbol of the divine, and it's easy for beginners to practice chanting. Ultimately, it's a personal decision based on individual beliefs and practices. So let me give you an example of Om chanting. The benefits of chanting is said to help you understand yourself better. It can help you to temper your ego. It definitely helps to reduce worry and can help you cleanse your mind of negative emotions and distractions. Most importantly, it helps foster a sense of inner peace and harmony. So I do suggest that you find your personal mantra. Take time for introspection. Identify a phrase that resonates deeply with your current needs, essentially creating a positive affirmation that you can repeat to yourself for focus and motivation. Identify your core desires. Create a positive statement or declaration, and try different phrases to see which feels most powerful for you. A few examples could be, I believe in myself, or I am capable. These affirmations promote confidence. If you are seeking peace, a beautiful chant could be, inner calm, or I am at peace. Remember to repeat these with mindfulness. If you need a creative spur, chant, flow through me, or I am a creative force. Those would be excellent to help get your creativity flowing. For abundance, you could say, I attract prosperity. Set aside time each morning if possible and take deep breaths while you calm your mind and prepare for the day. And invite the divine into your essence and chant your mantra several times. Conclude this ritual with a few restoring breaths and a word of gratitude, and you will start your day with peace and confidence. I encourage you to try this if you aren't already chanting or using positive affirmations in your magical practices. And whatever your phrase or word is for the day, when things get a little strenuous, take a momentary break and step aside and breathe as you repeat your mantra whenever you need a boost. Now let's move deeper into sound magic. I am sure you have heard of white noise or brown noise and how it proclaims to calm the nervous system. Or maybe you have heard the term magic frequencies, which may be something like 432 hertz, which is believed to be a miracle tone that resonates with nature and the human body. It is believed not only to help reduce stress, but increase concentration and promote relaxation. I often listen to sounds of nature or specific frequencies before I go to bed to help promote a more peaceful sleep. This is actually a form of sound magic, whether it's used that way or not. It's the same principle. Let me give you a sound of 432 hertz. There are other frequencies, such as 108 hertz, which is believed to be a healing frequency. You can also use certain frequencies to help unlock your 7 main chakras. You can use sound to help balance yourself, to ground yourself, to energize your mood. You probably already do this in some form or other. So just add a little magical thinking to what you do if you aren't magically inclined. Then you are definitely adding magic to your life, which is fun and exciting. Everyday magic is readily available. Simply look for and find joy in ordinary moments, like a sunset or a kind gesture. It helps us to cultivate a sense of awe and gratitude for the world around us. But when we add something like a chant or a mantra, we are using words and actions to influence something outside of our natural world in an attempt to influence a more positive outcome. Oddly enough, when I said everyday magic is readily available, I accidentally mentioned the title of a good book that you might want to check out. It is titled Everyday Magic, authored by Maddie James, which is a how-to book that provides a framework to help you create and manage the life you want. But literally, looking at our world through a magical lens shifts the dynamic from everyday mundane or everyday stress to everyday gratitude by living intentionally and relishing the tiny rituals that make up each day. I encourage you to be a seeker of everyday magic, to wander, travel, dance, and find your wild. You may work hard, but dream harder. Believe in your endless potential and trust in your personal magic. Which brings me back to the element of sound. For instance, rock goddess Stevie Nicks, who doesn't associate magic with her sultry voice and references to celestial powers. Her music is pure magic in itself, in my opinion, and transports the listener to faraway places and mystical ideals. In her own words, Stevie is quoted to say, "I totally believe in magic, because my life, I think, has been very magical and things have come true for me time after time after time." I can relate to this. So when you think of sound magic, you can think of mantras, chants, binaural beats and frequencies, musical singing bowls, drums, or anything that creates sound. Essentially, you can leverage the power of music by actively listening to sounds that evoke positive emotions and align with your desired reality, while visualizing your goal and focusing on the feeling of already having what you want, creating a vibrational match with your intention through sounds and thoughts. Try out different ways to express yourself with sound and music. Use it to amplify your magical workings and use it to empower yourself. Use it to connect with the divine. Create a playlist that inspires and motivates you. Maybe experience a sound bath session where various instruments are played to create an immersive sonic experience. Actively participate by singing or chanting positive affirmations, focusing on the vibration of your voice. Place your hand on your chest and feel these vibrations. Be present and focused while listening to the sound. Your belief in the power of sound and manifestation is key to its effectiveness. Sound magic helps you tap into the part of you that's already connected to the universe. It creates a perfect environment for manifesting high vibrational energy and positive emotions. And it also helps raise your personal vibration. In Season 1 of my podcast, Episode 19, titled Raising Your Vibration, I talk about how we must put ourselves in a higher vibration to manifest what we want. I talk about how to be strong and use our willpower to feel good, even when surrounded by negative people. Because by consciously raising your personal vibration frequency, you can attract more positive experiences, attract more like-minded people, and better circumstances. And by adding magic into our lives, it helps restore a sense of control over circumstances. I want to conclude this episode by saying that our thoughts are the silent music of the mind. Only we can hear them. So make your thoughts play the type of music and sound that encourages a more prosperous way of thinking. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and that you will tune in to the next episode, which will be about kitchen magic. Have a most magical day. This has been a Mystic Divinations podcast. I am your host, Tama P. Please like and subscribe, and I would love to hear from you, so feel free to comment. Also, be sure to visit my mysticdivinations.com website. That's mystic with a K, by the way.